But with that, the finals continues. The battle rages on. Who will win the war of week number 3? Vitality, Team Noob.
It all comes down to this Vitality. We showed when they were pushed up against the wall, they could rally, that fight on their core. They have it in them. They need to do that literally this entire game. They need to do this entire time right now. Can they? Suijay, this is their opportunity. They need to make some magic happen.
Yeah, they definitely doing it, because it's going to come down to how King and Sutaro plays the side lane here. They have to get ahead. They got to not get ganked, because Sutaro is really easy to gank. Malik does not have the best escape ability until he's level 4, so he's got to be careful. Omen, however, can hold his own against the Wonder Woman in that side lane matchup, but I'm really looking at Lumia here. Lumia has to reach her mid-game to late-game power spike. Once she's level 4, she has a huge power spike with her Cataclysm, which is a global ultimate. It stuns the enemy opponents if they get knocked by it. So the key now for Lumia here is to farm up and then leverage her abilities to keep opponents off the Violet, because she has 2 abilities that can knock people back. So if Violet can poke and Lumia is right behind her, knocking back these heroes that want to dive in, like the Wonder Woman, then they have a chance. But again, Murad can poke freely. He doesn't have to get in there. He can poke freely with his ultimate, Temporal Turbulence. So they have to kind of be careful with how Murad can easily poke down 2 squishies, like a mage and a Violet like that.
So hearing you describe this composition here from Vitality, my first instinct is that Moon is going to be sort of playing more of a babysitting role here. His job is to sort of keep the Violet alive, but that's not Moon. Moon is an aggressive playmaking, damage dealer. That's how he likes to play. And if he's forced to sit back and play for this Violet, I'm not sure that's ideal, because we see the wet noodle fight happening down here in the bottom lane as 0-9 and 0-7 there are trying to get that kill. Not quite able to do so, though, as Moon is swaggering in. Lumia has to have one of the best walk animations in the entire game, though she looks like she's on a catwalk 24/7. It's great.
Yeah, you can see her Divine Light, how slow it moves. That's the one thing about her, is like it's actually a little easy to dodge it and play around it. And as a result, like oh, there's the ultimate from Bird. Beautiful. That's the ultimate. The Cataclysm. Moon just used that perfectly to help secure the kill there. Wow.
Kick or clutch, Vitality. I'm not sensing this was a totally random draft here from them. I'm thinking this is something that might have practiced. Other people may call it cheese. Here we just call it creative drafting.
Yeah, that's insane. I never thought Lumia would be used here. The dragon is pulled a little too far. Yeah. It might be reset here. They have to kill it now before it gets reset, and they do. Wow, that was a little close.
That could have been really bad for the side of Vitality there. They were able to pick up that initial dragon to start this off. King will pay for it with his life, but that they're definitely going to take that in terms of a dragon, so nicely done there for the side of Vitality. They almost completely misplayed that, though.
Yeah, it was a little risky, but I don't know what King was doing. Why did he go back there to distract him? He gave over a death for the dragon, and he did not need to unnecessarily die. And as a result, he's going to fall a little behind in lane there. The Vision Bird is now taken by Wonder Woman, and now 7 is going to get ahead. Look, she's level 5. He's only level 4. So they need, or he's level 5 as well, but look at the gold difference, though. He's going to start to fall behind slightly against the Wonder Woman. 1.8 to 1.3.
Yeah, that's really going to be a factor here. Watching every bit of gold helps. Every bit of gold makes a difference here. So watch how this starts to stack up. And I have to say, this Arduin, not a hero we see very often, but I'm excited to see what plays Azur can bring out. Azur came in for his team in the semifinals. He arrived and he, got off his horse, said, "Hello, I am here," and proceeded to help his team win that series. I don't know why he was on a horse, but he was. And in that situation, he was an X factor for his squad. He needs to be that again, because Team Noob, if they are allowed to run away with the early game like they're doing right now, if they are allowed to continue to do this, it will be disaster for Vitality.
Yeah, Vitality's got to respond. They're not behind right now. They got to get these ganks. It looks like they will get it on 7. There with a nice Ren, the second ability Ren. As you hit the first ability with Ren, the second ability then becomes like a knockup like Lumber. This is what makes Arjun so good in the early game. He's actually very strong in the early game. All of his attacks do true damage when he uses the B ability. He does 3 enhanced normal attacks that do true damage. And look at that play by Malik.
The Chain CC coming out from Team Vitality. Team Noob just not sure how to respond from this. You see the death from above in every sense. Lumia, it is Malik, it is everywhere they need to be. Vitality coming back here in game number 2. I may have spoke too soon though as King oversteps. All right, Team Noob putting them back in their place there. That's totally fine. I can respect that. Both teams are coming out. No,
yeah,
3 kills
King's
to
got to
2.
be careful. That's his second death right now. He's kind of he's on the dragon side of the map. If he dies like this, he's giving over control of the dragon side to the side of Team Noob, and he can't do that. Look, as a result of his dying, they have to give over that dragon for free, and he's gotta be careful every time he does that because every death matters, and as a result, he's falling even further behind than Wonder Woman.
He got confident. They took down the bottom tower, and then he's like, I can just walk up this lane. It'll be totally fine. Oh wait, no, 3 enemies. I'm dead now. That is not what you need to do. You know, that's sort of we call it a rookie move. That's a rookie mistake here. If you can't see your enemies. Here's a fun little, you know, for people if you're trying to get better in your ranked play. If you can't see your enemies on your minimap, assume they're coming to kill you.
Yeah, and one thing you need to notice too is Vitality has 2 heals. 2 heals on the side of Team Noob. They have 3 punishes. So the fact that Team Noob is not winning this early game and starving out the enemy jungle, starving out Vitality's jungle with 3 punishes looks really good for Vitality. You know, they're not that behind, and as a result, the 2 heals are going to make a big difference in these team fights in the mid to late game.
Yeah, those heals could be the difference maker. You overcommit. You think you've got the kill. Like that onto Moon right there. That is the power of Murad going in, finding the execution, able to get himself right back out again, already back to farming. Talk about maximum value, but all the while Omen is going to be split pushing. But that, as you said, that heal could be the difference maker there. King, oh, actually still finding it through the backdoor protection. 0-7 is now going to be here. The Max has joined in the lift off, the charge, the follow-up, the kill. And that is a tower for a death. I think at this stage, though, he's probably all right with that.
That's worth it. He got 2 towers, which now opens up the dragon side. If Vitality can get the next dragon, that will put him on a more even footing. Because, again, they are not behind because of these trades they're doing, which is a really, really nice job on the side of Vitality, not giving in to Team Noob's super aggression here.
Speaking of super aggression, it is Sweetaro, but oh, the deletion, the rotation, the ultimate, the global, the punishment, the confidence of Team Noob being there on doing his pitches on the next one, the focus of the ire. Poseidon's going to try and be there to peel first team, the fall off, the knock up, the damage, the back. Oh, and no, that is Pitch just committing to his doom, trying to take somebody with him, but not finding it. Vitality, 5 kills to 4 here, rallying in this mid game. They say, we're not out of this yet. We want to make this a series.
Yeah, Redemption just came right in the nick of time. All Vex needed was 1 more auto attack to then proc his ultimate, which makes him immune to damage while he's ulting, and he would have got to kill on Sotaro, but Redemption's like, Sotaro, I got your back, I'm here. Gets that crazy bundle burst damage onto Murad and instantly kills him. And that's how you beat a Murad. You need to lock him down. As soon as you see him, lock him down, kill him before he can do any damage against your team.
Getting that initial pick there onto that Murad. Speaking of going in for picks, that is Moon now being died, but they can't execute him and pitch the counter initiation. Moon, Illumia, not somebody you want to be diving here at this stage of the game. The follow, the bracers, the damage, the ultimate from Wonder Woman is there. The Preda not quite able to line the follow damage, though. That was huge. The Max committed onto the dive and doing what all solo queue Maxes do and paying for it.
Yeah, they definitely paid for that. And now as a result, well, Team Noob able to get this mid tower here and poke it out, but Violet and Lumia are right there next to each other. And that's exactly how Vitality wants to play. Just keep stalling these waves out. Don't let them get any more towers. They have not lost 1 tower yet. And as an ADC comp, that is really, really good at the 8-minute 30-minute mark. 8-minute 30 seconds mark, sorry.
Why are we not seeing more Illumia? This hero is doing work. Every single time Team Noob goes in, they bunch up, they try and find these picks. She's able to knock them back right into the ult, the amount of follow-up CC. I mean, you combine them with a Malik, they just have, there's nowhere, the floor is lava, more like everywhere is lava if you're the side of Team Noob. They have nowhere to go. Everywhere they try to react, everywhere they try to respond, they get shut down. But now we get into this mid game. Now things start to get interesting. Both teams have the potential to scale well. The question is, who is going to scale harder? I mean, I have to look at this Violet, and that has to be an X Factor. Redemption, he's been fairly quiet this game, but he's going to start to come online.
Yeah, he is going to start to come on. He's doing so much more burst damage now. He has 3 tier 3 items done. Rank Breaker along with Soul Reaver. Now he's building towards that crit. More crit chance, more crit damage is going to let Violet do a lot more damage. And the Abyssal Dragon is taken by the side of Team Noob. But what's important here is if they bunch up against the side of Vitality, and here's a fight's going to happen right here.
Fight's going to happen, but Moon is the target. That was not the bush to be in, dear friend. Getting absolutely annihilated. Pitch, the poke coming from Violet is almost up to 0-7. stepping up, standing strong. He's just walking into the midst of his foes, though, and he is going to fall, though, but that is the shutdown, indeed. Murad going in, pitch surviving with a scrap of HP. It feels like Vitality was trying to set a trap, and then they just got it turned right back around on them. That was not the stance.
Yeah, Illumina needed to just ult right away from the bush to save herself, but Redemption just playing so well in this Murad. He targeted and single not Redemption, but Vex focused Redemption down. He saw Violet on the back line. Murad jumped in there, blinked twice, and then killed Violet with one ultimate. I mean, that was devastating because Violet almost killed his friends. They were so low. All she needed to do was get off her tactical fire, get the AoE damage, but Redemption did not succeed, and Vex stopped him right in his tracks.
Again, babysitting duty. You need to keep this Violet alive. If Violet survives the initial engage from Team Noob, I think Vitality overall will win these fights. There's so much potential for single target burst and even AoE burst coming in from the side of Team Noob when you factor in that Murad as well. If they can control the zoning, control the pacings of the fight, Team Noob is going to come out on top. But Vitality has all the ways to stop them from doing that. They just need to execute it correctly. We looked at this draft and it looked a little wonky to us. You talked about it in that draft, how high the execution, how much onus was going to be on Vitality. They just need to make it work.
Yeah, they definitely do, and then they need to leverage Omen. If Omen can lock down Murad and get him stuck in that gauntlet, that Death Embrace, and look at the damage, the Catalysm coming out, trying to save Sotaro, but it's not going to be enough, and he has to use it defensively, and they catch the Vex. No, they don't. They do not get the kill on Vex, and that is huge. They needed to get the kill on him to get the play happen and get back in the game here.
Nobody falling across the board. Finally, Sweetaro was going to fall. Again, moments where I feel bad for our observer, trying to catch all this amazing action for you guys at home, watching, enjoying the Valor series here. This is our grand final. Let's not forget, if Team Noob tapes this game, they are going to be once again the three-peat, the back-to-back-to-back champions here in the EU Valor series. Vitality wants to stop them dead in their tracks, and they believe that this is the composition to make it happen. Once again, the pressure down here in the bot lane as we actually have Omen taking it, get a 1v1 kill onto Vex. That's the Omen we need to see.
Yeah, that's exactly what Omen needs to see. His target, his focus is to hunt down Vex. Hunt this Murad down so he cannot poke your Lumina, he cannot poke your Violet, and basically lock him down in these fights and allow your Violet to Lumina to survive long enough and get these kills because of all the AoE damage and all the CC that Azure can honestly provide along with Malik and Illumia. They have a lot of crowd control that they can combine together to really do some damage in these team fights against Team Noob.
And it's not like a huge overcommittal either. They can do it fairly safely, and that's the difference here. Is a lot of the big CC that we see come out is often put you in a compromising position. As the Darkslayer responding, everybody's going to be in a compromising position here. It's actually going to be Leash to the health is coming back on this. The fight in the backline as well. Pitch is trying to take down Redemption as the side of Team Noob is moving into full source. 0-9 and crew trying to split up the team as King is there. The Darkslayer is going to pick up on the side of Team Noob for all this. That's massive. The Darkslayer buff going to be going over the way of the Team Noob. Vitality is trying to rally the double heal, getting massive value. As Moon is the target, they're able to force him down to the back. He's choked. That is it. That is the zone position. Then we're at the damage. There's the follow-up, and that is going to be the execution, the follow-up, the steal, everything going over for the side of Team Noob. What beautiful execution there from them. The Darkslayer throw pit was also real.
Yeah, that was insane. And Wonder Woman 777. This guy made plays as Joker game 2, and he stole that Darkslayer. He got it and allowed Team Noob to turn that bad situation into a good one, and that made up for them. And look at the gold lead now. Because of those kills they got, it puts him getting more towers, and now they're looking really good against Vitality.
King needs to be careful not to overstep because Vitality cannot afford to lose any more members here. Vitality, they were doing so well in terms of the push. They were doing so well in terms of the map control, and they are fairly going even here. But it is now the kills starting to stack up. It is now the Dragons starting to stack up, and it is now a solid gold lead for the side of Team Noob throughout all of this. But it's not over yet. No high ground towers have fallen.
Yeah, it's not over yet. They do have Violet, and we know Violet in the late game can do so much damage, but they have to understand how to play against Murad. You have to clear out the jungle. You cannot give him any minions or any jungle monsters nearby, because if he has jungle monsters nearby, he can easily just hit them 4 times, use his blink ability, get to you, and then just ult your entire team and get free damage, because he can just blink back using the Sands of Time to get back to his original point. And look at that. Look at the amount of poke he's doing. He's blinking right back to his original position. That's exactly how you want to play Murad. Look, he's saving that minion up there, and as a result, Look at that. Look at the poke. He just can't be touched. This is what makes Murad so dangerous when you play against a team that knows how to play. And his team is protecting that minion. They're not letting the side of Vitality touch that minion at all because that is his win condition. Literally his win condition right here is to constantly use that minion and stack on it.
They're trying to take it down now. Moon looking for it, can't quite find it though. One more auto. Azur's literally going to go in, trying to commit. He's committing the ult, but missed it too far forward. The minion being the crux here, the play, and Azur maybe paying for it here. The ult coming in. Azur stepping way too far forward. The minion that broke the camel's back. That was not an ideal situation. They knew how important it was, Suijay. You're talking about it. They realized it too, but they committed way too many resources to it. I guess they realized Murad was just going to poke us down regardless throughout all of this, but they still committed a lot of resources, and now it is Suitaro who is next up on the chalking block. He's standing so far forward, able to survive. He's reached his point of tankiness now, but all the while, Team Noob is split pushing, getting the pressure. King's going in.
Look at 7 again. Oh my god, the plays. He did it last time. He used the lasso again. Wow, 7 is just carrying these fights 3 times. He got Azur on Arduin. He used the ultimate, stunned him. He used the lasso to get onto King, and then he got onto Moon and killed him. This guy is just playing Wonder Woman like a boss.
Like a boss indeed. 0-7 going to be dodging the ult there. Oh, and there's not a whole lot of mana left for 0-9 as well. This could actually be huge. The follow-up, the turn, the Murad, though. She's going to be choking that redemption. He's going to find him in the back. Vex is going off the Murad. The jukes left, right, and center, but he is going to accept his fate, I believe, right here. He's dropping the slow. He's dropping the ult on Suitaro. He's going to shoot himself out. All the while, Azurno is going to
Wow.
That is how you play Murad. That is why these guys are the best, and that is why they are pushing in here onto the core, proving once again that they are the best that Europe has to offer. Vitality is trying to stand strong and rally, but it is not going to be enough here. That is going to be... I may have spoke too soon. I may have spoke too soon. Somehow, some way, Vitality finds it. They just rallied on the core right there, and they are still in this game, Suijay. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was so close. I can't believe how close that was. The Vitality has a chance to come back, but look at the gold deficit. Look at the atom deficit. This could be one of those signature Vitality backdoors being played onto them, because Ramad can easily come in from the backside, but Sotaro's kind of putting himself. He's trying to clear out the jungle so that Murad does not have these creeps. See, they have to clear out these creeps so they don't give Murad his win condition when he tries to go offensive against them.
And Vex has been nothing if not offensive throughout this game. He is an absolute beast. Good luck trying to deal with this guy. And the sustainability that he has now as well, building into the beast, just getting that additional lifesteal. He is so tough to deal with there. That is so tough. The spear, got rank breaker, and and he's got Muramasa. He is all
damage. No boots. He doesn't need the boots. He has Ancestral Glory.
Why does he need boots? He's speedy on his own. He just dashes everywhere. Who needs boots, dear friend? As they're pushing in now onto the core.
Oh,
Once more, they're going to look to try and end this. The split. Max is there in the back, going on the Moon. They want to identify that target. The Illumina is it, as Vex is going in, trying to smash the core as best he can. They're not quite able to find it, trying to survive the last scrap of HP, but no! Team Noob with the focus fire and the 2-0 victory. Once